So I'm just out here doing my morning ritual, seeing how the weather feels like, seeing if I need to change my clothes or anything. I'm just wearing a regular old sweater and some pants right now, but just seeing how cold it is because I want to go to the Columbia River, aka Roosevelt Lake, and go investigate. A friend of mine sent me a text picture yesterday saying that there was a landslide across the river on the opposite bank that caused a freaking 20 to 30 foot tsunami to wipe out one of our favorite fishing holes. So I was gonna go and look and see if that was true or if that was just an AI pic. Anyways, I might throw a couple lines while I'm out there. And to be continued. You can just barely see where that landslide happened yesterday. It's right there. I just have to go across the river to go to the gas station, and then I'm gonna drive down there and see if it did any damage. So I'm standing here at the marina where obviously there wasn't any damage tonight. Everything's still in the same exact place. All the logs that are on the beach in the same place that they were a month ago. Pretty trippy. I guess the energy was just super focused from that landslide straight across to the other side. I guess I'm gonna have to go back there and see if there's any damage. Well, before I leave, I guess I might as well see if anybody's hanging out next to these feeder boxes and throw this cyclops and see what happens. Well, I guess I'll be walking from here. There's definitely some debris, some evidence of the tsunami here. Huh. Glad I brought an extra bag with me. Take all this garbage with me when I go. Wow, we're a good 15 to 20 feet above the surface of the water, and looks like it rushed right through here. Pulled that log up out of the water. That log used to be sitting down at the water's edge. That big log right there. Oh man, this is gnarly. So I just came down about 3 feet, but this berm's at least 20 feet, if not more, above the surface of the water. And you can tell, so the landslide happened that direction, right? And it pushed this way. It probably gathered up in this cove that I'm about to walk into. Lord knows what happened in there, but you can see the water came up over this berm because you can see the flow pattern in this grass coming down this way rather than this way. So that was a pretty powerful wave. Kind of almost sad to see what might have happened to this marina. The boats probably got trashed. Oh look, all the boats are gone. That's good. I guess people don't park their boats here in the wintertime. It's probably for the best. Unless I'm not there yet and all the boats are up on the shore. Nope. Wow, look at all this debris though. This is crazy. I'm gonna have to drive over there and check it out. I was just talking to these guys, and their dog wants to hang out with me. But he was saying he came out here yesterday and tied this dock to this tree. Otherwise it probably would have ended up in there. But you can see how damaged it is. It really took a hit last night. The end of it's broken off. There's just a piece of it just sitting like 90 degrees the wrong way. It's pretty crazy. I would have never in a million years thought that there'd be a tsunami on this lake, but I guess there's a lot of steep cliffs and they do fall every once in a while. Wow, it really changed the whole beach here. It's crazy. And it was such a big wave that it washed up over this entire area. I'm standing at least 15 feet above the water. And this is, you see that berm over there? This high ridge right here, where it's like, I don't know, 20 feet over the water or something. That's on the other side is where I was like, oh wow, you see the flow pattern in the grass. Bro, this is a heavy duty wave. I'm glad I wasn't down here fishing. Cause yeah, I'm pretty out of shape from all my back and hip issues. Don't really get a whole lot of exercise. And the water's in the like low to mid 40s temperature wise, Fahrenheit. So if I had been down here fishing, even though I know I'm a good swimmer, that shock of that cold water and all the power of that water pushing me into all these trees, I probably would have died. But wow, what a crazy thing to have happen. I'm glad nobody really had any sort of, nobody was night fishing. Everyone's okay. All the boats are okay. Nobody was moored here. Thank goodness. Apparently the dock master at that marina that I was just at earlier had his fishing boat moored in that marina. I didn't know, but it was all the way back in the back. I didn't go check. And he said that it didn't take any damage, but all the docks, they're floating docks back there, he said they all got pushed together, and he's lucky not to take any damage to his boat. But I'm just still blown away. This is pretty crazy. More than 1,000 miles away from home on Maui, where we have big waves all the time. Then I come out here and it's like, oh, it's always flat. But landslides are a different freaking story, huh? All right, well, I'm gonna go see if I can catch some fish, because I'm actually feeling pretty good this morning. And yeah, I might not. This weather is pretty crappy. I don't know if it's coming out on this video right now, but it's snowing really heavy right now. Like, you can barely even make out the other side of the lake. But yeah, I'm gonna head back to where I was crossing over the Colville River earlier and see what's going on over there. Definitely caused a pretty drastic change to the shoreline. Last time I was here, which was just a month ago, that was a very gradual sand line that just kept going, and now it's eroded away. And then if you look way, way out there, you'll see there's a big tree in the water. A couple of them. It's really hard to get. That's as zoomed in as it gets, and there's a whole lot of snow, so it's hard to get in on that. Yeah, I guess we got lucky, all things considered. I figured a 30-foot wave would have just destroyed everything in its path. But looks like we got lucky. All right, head back to the Colville River. So there's not really much evidence here other than the flow pattern on the grass. You can see that the wave came in that way and bounced off of that over there and came back because the water is flowing this way on that grass. And then across the river, you see a bunch of plant matter got washed in that wasn't there before. It's pretty unchanged.